The largest slave rebellion against the Caliphate, the Zanj Rebellion, 869 to 883 CE. The Zanj Rebellion was one of the largest and most brutal slave uprisings in history, taking place during the height of the Abbasid Caliphate. It occurred in southern Iraq, primarily in the region around Basra, and involved enslaved East African laborers, known as the Zanj, who worked under harsh conditions in the Caliphate's vast salt marshes. Spanning nearly 15 years, the rebellion shook the foundations of the Abbasid Caliphate and exposed the deep societal fractures within one of the medieval world's most powerful empires. The context of slavery in the Abbasid Caliphate. The Abbasid Caliphate, 750 to 1258 CE, relied heavily on slavery to support its economic and administrative systems. Enslaved people were sourced from various regions, including Central Asia, Europe, and Africa. The Zanj, in particular, were brought from East Africa, modern-day Tanzania, Kenya, and Mozambique, to labor in the salt marshes of southern Iraq. Their work involved draining the marshlands to make the soil arable, an arduous and dehumanizing task under extreme conditions. The Zanj were treated harshly, with minimal sustenance, grueling hours, and little hope of freedom. This oppression, coupled with the Caliphate's broader social inequalities, created fertile ground for rebellion. The Uprising. In 869 CE, the Zanj revolt was sparked by Ali ibn Muhammad, a charismatic leader who exploited the growing discontent among the enslaved workers. Claiming divine guidance and promising liberation, Ali united the Zanj and other disenfranchised groups, including Arab and Persian peasants, into a formidable rebel army. The uprising began with a series of swift victories as the rebels captured Basra and established their capital, Al-Muqtara, the chosen city. The Zanj created a proto-state, complete with its own administrative systems, minting of coins, and governance structures. The Abbasid response. The Abbasid Caliphate, embroiled in other conflicts and plagued by internal strife, struggled to suppress the rebellion. Over the years, the Zanj forces proved highly organized and skilled, conducting raids, capturing key territories, and repelling multiple Abbasid offensives. However, by the 880s, the Abbasids began to regroup. Under the leadership of al-Muwaffaq, the Caliphate launched a series of decisive campaigns to crush the rebellion. By 883 CE, after prolonged sieges and battles, the Abbasid forces recaptured Al-Muqtara, killed Ali ibn Muhammad, and ended the revolt. Aftermath and legacy. The Zanj rebellion left a profound impact on the Abbasid Caliphate. It exposed the vulnerabilities of a system that depended on the exploitation of enslaved labor and highlighted the social and economic strains within the empire. While the rebellion was ultimately quelled, it underscored the human cost of slavery and the potential for widespread unrest in oppressive systems. The Zanj rebellion remains a significant episode in Islamic and world history, illustrating the intersection of economic exploitation, racial inequality, and resistance. It serves as a reminder of the resilience of the oppressed and the enduring consequences of institutionalized injustice.